So, is or by decisions. It's another special topics in financing where we're being asked to identify or to advise the company on whether it is important or it's advisable to lease an asset or to buy. So just say this. It is a decision on whether the firm should lease an asset, the firm should lease out an asset. Decision on whether the firm should lease out an asset from a third party, whether the firm should lease out an asset from a third party, or borrow to acquire the same assets, or borrow to acquire the same assets. Then you say, we compare the relevant costs. We compare the relevant costs of leasing. We compare the relevant cost of leasing and cost of borrowing to buy. And cost of borrowing to buy. And advice on the option, that is less costly. And advice on the option that is less costly. The next point, leasing option involves payment of annual stroke periodic, after tax lease rentals, payment of annual stroke periodic after tax lease rentals, and the purchase price, if any. The purchase price, if any, of the assets. The purchase price, if any, of the assets upon expiry of the lease contract. Purchase price, if any, of the assets upon expiry of the lease contract. So this contract it expire, you might have an option to acquire that asset. It will also be a cost to us. The next point, borrowing to buy involves. Number one. The purchase price of the asset. As initial outlay. The purchase price of the asset as initial outlay. Number two. After tax maintenance costs. So you buy that asset, you shall have to maintain it, right? Another one, number three. After tax interest on loan. Obtained to acquire the asset. After tax interest on loan obtained to acquire the asset. I just continue by saying this may require preparing a loan amortization schedule. This may require preparing a loan amortization schedule. Do you remember the loan amortization schedule? Or that one we exempted? Ulipanga tunaitwa principal, para interest, installment, right? So it may require that because remember, you're borrowing maybe from a bank, banks will take for interest, and it always charges interest on compound interest. Interest is always compounded. Another component, number D, depreciation tax shield. Depreciation tax shield as an income. As an income. DTS inakwanga income. That's why you always add the DTS. So as you pay this other cost, because we bought this asset, by buying this asset, it belongs to us. We have the right to charge the depreciation. So you shall have some depreciation tax shield as an income. Then maybe we can have another one, scrap value. Scrap value of the asset, if any. Scrap value of the asset, if any. Now let's check the past papers. I think it was tested last sitting. But tunaweza swali ya last sitting. Sitting before us, December 2022. Question number 4C. Day 22, question 4C. Iko na December 26. December. Angalia wote. Only la macho kwa simu. So December 22, question 4C. We go to the question. Kilo limited. Just page 3. Now Kilo has decided to install a new milling machine, no problem. The machine costs 28 million and it will have a useful life of 5 years with a trading value of 5.6 million at the end of the year 5. You'll sound a scrap value. You can sell it and buy another one. Trading is like exchanging. After 5 years, you can sell it and buy another one at 5.6 million. So that's just like the disposable value after the 5 years, right? The company has two options. Option A, to purchase the machine for cash using a bank facility. The current rate of interest is 15% before tax. Then option B, to lease the machine under an agreement which would entail payment of 67,20,000 at the end of each year. At the end of each year for the next 5 years. Tax is 30%. Capital allowance is given at the rate of 100% in year 1 if the machine is purchased. So you depreciate it fully in the first year, right? Tax is payable 1 year in arrears. Wow. When tax is paid 1 year in arrears, the tax of year 1 will be in year 2. That's 1 year in advance, tunarudi nyuma. 1 year in arrears, tunasukuma mbele. Advice Kilo whether to lease or buy the machine. So let's see. Buying option will inakuanga na maneno mingi. Just this and we do it. So let's look at, we start with buying option. We start with buying option. The December 2022 question 4C. Now option to buy. Let's ask ourselves, we start by getting workings. Number A, we need to get our annual after tax interest. Annual after tax interest. Wamesema kuwa, then purchase the machine for cash using a bank facility. The current rate of interest is 15% before tax. 15% before tax. So, non-amortization. So, how do we get our annual installment? Kila mwaka talipa installment ngapi kwa hiyo loan? Amount borrowed divided by what? Was it PV5? R% N years. And a loan amortization schedule in the debit class. Amount borrowed divided by the PV5 R% N years. So how much was borrowed? We borrowed how much? Is it 28 million? We have to borrow 28 million that we require to buy that asset, right? What is our margin? Is 15%? 15%. It's before tax, which is okay. That's why it adjusts for tax. The interest will be adjusted for tax. Then what is our end? This 5 years. So annual installment becomes 28 million divided by the PV of 15%, 5 years. So this 28 million divided by 15%, 5 years. Table 1, table 2. Table 2. Giving us 35.22. Haya, kila mwaka tunalipa installment ya ngapi basi? $8 million. 352.7 in thousands of shillings. Second basi 83.53 in thousands of shillings, right? Kama hicho. That's okay? Makompyuta zingine zinadanganyana. Then we prepare the loan amortization schedule. Computer and are different. 8 million, 8 million. 8 million, 852, 720. Oh, try them at thousands. Just 352, 824. 0.7. 724. Or 724. I am sorry. So we have the loan amortization schedule. We can use this approach. We have our year. We have our year. We can have our installment. Then we can have interest. interest, principal, then we have the balance. Can check that approach whether the beginning balance and end balance. You can start with the year 0. This one still very direct. Let's put it in thousands of shillings now. Let's put it in thousands of shillings. We know that interest rate is 15%, right? 15%. And when you start the year, you start with the year 0, year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still. In year 0, how much is your loan balance? 28,000. Still. And in year 0, there is no installment that you are paying, there's no interest, there's no principal. You start paying in the first year, right? Mwaka wa kwanza nalipa installment ya ngapi? 83. In thousands of shillings, 83.53. Sindio? 83.53. And by the installments are always constant. That's why tulitumia annuity. So I can put all my installments for the 5 years. So 83.53, year 2 I have 83.53, year 3 I have 83.53, year 4 83.53, year 5 83.53. Yeah. Hi. Together for interest is always paid on the loan balance. Interest is charged on the loan balance. So it's 15% of 28,000. One, 4,200. That is the interest paid in the first year, right? Now, out of the 83.53 that I paid, interest was 4,200. How much was the principal? The difference now, right? Yeah. Nikilipa installment. Once you pay the installment in a loan, it always covers 2 components. It covers the principal and it covers the interest. So this installment of 83.53 contains interest of 4,200. The difference becomes the principal. Are we going to see money 40? 153. 153 becomes the principal. Principal ndio ile loan nimelipa. So nikianza mwaka wa kwanza, my loan balance is 28,000, nimelipa 4153. Nimebakisha loan ya ngapi?
23,847.
23
847.
947. 847. Clear. So that's the loan balance at the end of the first year, right? Then in the second year, nalipa installment at 83.53. How much is my interest? Don't forget, interest is always charged on the loan balance. So 15% of your answer?
3577.
3577. Principal equal ngapi? Installment minus the interest. 4776. 4776. What of the end balance? The loan balance? Beginning the loan balance in year 1 minus the principal of year 2. Kianza mwaka wa year 2 nilikuwa na hii loan imelipa 4776. Kumbuka how much? 19,071. Yeah, remember the interest does not form part of the loan balance. Your finance cost. Loan balance is the principal that I'm paying. Nila mwaka wa tatu, how much is the interest? $19,071 times 15%. 2,861. Principal equal ngapi? 854 92. End balance 19,071 minus your answer 13,579. So that my interest becomes
What's that?
2037.
2037. And the principal 6316. End balance. William, I can hear you. 7263. Finally, how much is our interest in the fifth year? Times 15%.
1089.
1099. 1099. 1089. Principal wako ngapi? 7264. Alafu hapa tuko na nini? Unaona nifanyia difference inakuwa -1. Rounding off errors. We know that after 5 years, I should have repaid my loan. Sasa, should have repaid my loan. So, we've gotten our interest for each of the years 1 to 5. We need to get our after-tax interest. After-tax interest, which is we take our interest, then we adjust for it. We take our interest, we adjust for tax, right? So to report the after-tax interest, have the year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. Yes, the figures are in thousands of shillings. In thousands of shillings. Then can we have our after-tax interest? In the first year, since I'm 70% of 200. So this is 200 times 0.7. $29.40 in the first year. In the second year, 70% of 3577. $2504. Year 3, 70% of 2861. $2003. Year 4, 70% of 2037. 14.6, 762. No 30%, 70%. After tax, 1 minus T. 1426. Finally, it's the after tax interest that you're looking for. Because interest, the tax allowable still expense. Finally, 70% of 1089. 7. So 63. 762.33, so 762. So here ni one thing ambayo ilikuwa muhimu na hiyo ndio kubeba maximum loan amortization. Because interest na kwani imefika and examiner will not tell you. We want you to interpret. We are getting the loan to buy this asset. We must pay that loan. The cost to the company is the finance cost, the interest on loan. And the interest on loan is a tax allowable expense, so we adjust for tax. Depreciation is on straight line basis, it's one off, so I don't need the working for that. So let me look at let's look at it now. Let's look at it now. So We can have the year. We can even start with year 0. Then year 1, year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So you're still on the buying option. You're still on the buying option. So start with the purchase price, which is like the initial outlay. When we decide to borrow and buy, we shall spend how much in year 0? I think 28,000.
Yes.
We shall spend the 28,000. Does the cost cash is going out in year 0? Does it have any salvage value?
Yes.
Naweza iweka baadaye, although naweza nikaamua nicheze nayo na niweke in hapa salvage value after 5 years. So after 5 years, I'll be able to sell it and get how much?
56.
And that cash, thank you. And the cash is coming in, it's a positive cash flow. Right? Naweza iweka hapo, ama nimanzane na stories zangu niweke as a scrap value, ama salvage value. But still year 5. Still it's for year 5. What else do I have to incur when I decide to buy? Nitalipa interest. Nitalipa interest. So I bring in after tax interest. In year 1, I'll pay 29.40. Cash is going out, so it's a cost. In year 2, I pay 25.04. Year 3, I pay 20.03. Year 4, I pay 14.26. Cash is going out. Remember that it's a negative. And in year 5, I pay 762. Buying option, will I have to pay some maintenance costs? Sijaambiwa about the cost of maintaining the assets here. Kama ingekuwa maintenance cost is an allowable expense, we have to get up to the after tax maintenance cost. So it's just following instructions. What are the costs involved with buying? What are the costs involved in selling? How about this time around, what are the maintenance costs? First of all, DTS. So we add our DTS. How are you depreciating that asset? Capital allowance is on a depreciation. In finance, I don't know about it. When you take capital allowance weighted depreciation is one thing and the same. So it's 100% in the past year. So you can have 100% of 28,000 tax times tax, which is 30%, right? Tax on depreciation. So it's 30% of 2,800 of 28,000, sorry. 3,400. 8,400. That's what I'm saying year 1. Capital allowance to provide mara moja in year 1, ndio. Just a minute. Kuna mahali tunanyoroshwa. Now the last statement. Wow. Tax is paid 1 year in arrears. Anything that has tax, peleka mbele na mwaka mmoja. Kuanzia kwa interest, silikuwa after tax. Anything that has tax, peleka mbele na mwaka mmoja. So lazima turekebishe hapo. Fortunately, all questions za kushaifikia. Sasa mimi lazima ni adjust yangu hivi. Lazima nikwe na year 6. Lazima nikwe na year 6 because of the tax. 1 year in arrears. Sasa sorry for that. So here year 5, 762 ilete mbele. 1426 ikuje year 5. 2003 ikuje year 4. See that? 2504 ikuje year 3. 2940 ikuje year 2. Year 1 there is nothing. And even our DTS ikuje in year what? In year 2. 1 year in arrears. One year in arrears. I don't see any other cost there. So you have the net cash flows. In year 0, 28,000. In year 1, there is nothing. In year 2, I have how much? 8,400 minus 2940. 60. That one is a positive scale. Internet for negative 2504, negative 2003, and this one is a positive 4714. But 174 still. Then I have negative 762. The salvage value has no tax, so yeah, you're fine. Can we discount? Cost of capital is 15% is before tax. So you always use still cost if available to that company, that is 15%. You can decide by the way, because leasing and buying, you shall use the same cost of capital discount. Like someone is somebody before taxes. It's genuine if you adjust for tax. Like not up to me a 15% they go, no crime. No crime. I think someone is somebody before tax, mainly the ideal cost is the after tax. So it's 15 times 0.7. After tax cost. $10.5. So you discount using 10.5%. So do you have 10.5 in the table? But you have the formula in the table, right? They can still get it. Year 0 is always 1. 10.5 year 1. Cash flows of year 1 is 0. But still okay. What is 1 divided by 1.105? 1 over 1 plus r raised power n. So 1 divided by 1.105. 1 divided by 1.105, 0.90. 9050. Bila kufuta anything. Divide by 1.105. Tunatoa formula kwa chembo wenyewe. Zero point 8190. Fika hapo unaweza endelea kufanya equals. 0 point year 3 74 12. But this is the approach I'm trying to put across. You know, we're using scientific calculators. Clear. In the first year, I do 1 divided by 1 plus r. Our r is 0.105 scale. So 1 divided by 1 plus 0.105. So 1.105. So I fill up accounts. Huh? Fanya zote na it's still okay. Which one? 80?
Yeah, 190 divided by
8190. This one, remember, it's 1. Still, if I do, then I'll do 5460 divided by 1.105 raised to power 2. Because you're near here 2. Because I'm supposed to raise it to power what? Seeing as I can't raise it to power 8. Yeah. Sasa.
hiyo 190
Twende pole pole. In the first year, what is 1 divided by 1.105? Utapata 0.9050. Sindio? Alafu nasema bila kufuta chochote. Hiyo answer yako divide by 1.105. Hiyo ni sawa na kuweka denominator raised to power 2. You get 0.8190? Right? Raised to power. Let me see. Ina depend by approach yake. Na tumesema hiyo answer yako just divide by, don't raise. Just divide by 1.105. You get 0.8190. At that point, you've already programmed your calc. And you've told it, my answer be dividing by 1.105. So nikipinya equals, itakuwa nimeenda kwa ya tatu. So equals ni 0.742. Does it give you that? Sasa hiyo ni ya tatu. Alafu equals nyingine inakuwa hiyo 40.6707 equals nyingine 0.6070 ya mwisho 5493. Ndio. Na kama hiyo hapo inakusumbua sana, tuko na hiyo formula ingine ya 1 plus r raised to negative n. Ndio. Maybe that one can be direct for you, so that I just the first one 81.5 raised to negative 1. Ndio. I'll get this one. Then nitacheza na kale ka replay. Ndio. Cheza na kale ka replay, nirudi nyuma, in the second one I replace this one with 2. Nitakuwa napata hii 2. Narudi nyuma tena ni replace with 3, tutapata hii 3 kiendelea hivyo. Ndio. So either wacha muhimu ni answer. So we have the NPV of buying. NPV of buying. So now multiply, add this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, get the final answer. Now, you to multiply. Let's just explain the concept of leasing. Alafu niwache document dakika tano tu tatosha kindly. Just give me some 5 minutes. So if we talk about the leasing option, I'll give you some 10 minutes to document. Leasing option. Now, leasing option is another story more. So Nikulipa lease rentals too. We are not buying the asset, so initial outlay is not there, right? So you just simply have, we can even have year 1 to 5. Here 1 to 5 in thousands of shillings. Then I need annual after tax. Annual after tax is rentals. How much of the lease rentals are we paying? Lease the machine under an agreement, which would entail paying 67.20 at the end of each year for the next 5 years. So you're having 67.20 adjusted for tax. So 67.20 times 0.7. 47. 4704. 4704. And remember, it's a cost, right?
Yes.
Leasing sioni kama kuna any other cost. Labda examiner angetuambia we can buy it after that time. Kama tunainunua tungekuwa hapa na year 5 ingine, because this one is an annuity, right? If you will have an option of buying, then I'll have a separate year 5, because that will be the one of cost. The lease rentals ni annually for 5 years. Option of buying after 5 years, ingekuwa na separate year 5, but that is not the case here. So then I have NPV of leasing, where you have the 4704 times 50 per 10.5% for how many years? For 5 years. Saying annually kwa miaka 5 from year 1 to 5. Right? Remember the formula of annuity?
Yes.
1 minus 1 plus r raised to a negative n over what? Over r. Still. So that's our annuity formula. Twende direct pamoja. Fanya direct kwa column pamoja. Let's go together. So do for me 1 minus direct bila kuweka na brackets. 1 minus 1.105. 1 minus 1.105. Don't do equals. Raised to a negative 5. 1 minus 1.105 raised to a negative 5 equals to. So that equals. Then divide by 0.105. Okay. 0.105. 1 minus 1.105 raised to a negative 5 equals divide by 0.105. You get what? Huh? But R is 0.105. 9.52. Acha pia nijaribu. Cha kwanza nione shughuli pale. Calculator iko na virus. Iko na standard deviation iko active. So tutoe kwanza virus. You know how to remove the virus from the can? Shift clear. Come into new. So 1 minus 1.105 raised for negative 5. Then I divide by 0.105. 3.7429. William, you're getting something similar to that?
No, I'm getting 3.7428.
Good. You see what you've done? 1 minus 1.105 raised to a negative 5. Raising to a negative 5 ni embedded again. Probably will find the difference compared. So
3.7428.
3.7428. rounding up for decimal places here. So you get how much? Then you have 1 minus answer. The end goal is more important here. For example, the end justifies the means. 176, 176, 176,
6 or 6.
064.
No,
4,000 times 3 is not 176,000.
it's 17,000. 6 or 6.
17,606.
Yes.
Okay, you can do 0.4. Right. And remember, it's a cost. It's 12.4.
Mm.
And the top. 6 or 7. Exactly. So you need also to get this total cost so that you can compare the total cost of buying with the total cost of leasing. Then you advise accordingly. So conclude on the buying option, then you can give an advice.
24.
20, 24, 6, 12. So 613. Yeah. So for that reason, we go in for what? We go in for leasing. That leasing option is recommended. Number 2016, question 2. Just an analysis and a guidance on how to deal with it.
November 2016.
November 2016, question 2. Now, in part A of that, you're being told to explain the challenges likely to be encountered in the application of CAPM. Assumption, stroke limitations of CAPM. You remember any?
Yes.
The challenges you experience because of the assumption. Yeah. November 2016. Question number 2. So the assumptions, so the challenges experienced in application of CAPM, it assumes linearity, it assumes that capital markets are perfect, capital markets are efficient, right? Investors are always price takers on their risk cover, right? Yeah. Those ones. Now, part B was my interest. We are told that Moses Mapesa is in the process of evaluating investments in 2 companies whose percentage returns in the last 10 years are as shown below. Tukona year 1 mpaka year 10, that tukona company and percentage return. Company FS Limited as a percentage of the return for SN. Then for 6 months, you're being asked to get the correlation coefficient of the company's returns. How do you get a correlation coefficient? correlation coefficient ya kwanza tunaita F, ya pili tuite S equals to covariance of Fs. We divide by standard deviation of F times standard deviation of S. Ndio. And how we get the covariance of Fs? Equals to correlation coefficient accumulated the subject. Check out the sign. Summation of returns of F. Expected returns of F. Returns of S minus what? There's no probability this time round. In absence of probabilities, yes, is account. You divide by something. You divide by that one. You divide by n minus 1. Divided by n minus 1. So, and how do we get expected returns of F? Summation of returns of F. Again, hakuna probability. Divide by achana na minus sasa. The simple average, total over number. Expected return is like mean. Still, in absence of probability, how do we get mean? It's the average. We add everything and divide by the number of periods, right? So hizo ndio vitu wakati mwingine umesoma hizo probability na wanakuletea kitu kama hapa. Then you start remembering from far. Do you do n minus 1 or just do n? The only place we do n ni hapa peke yake. The expected returns of that one asset. Zile zingine zote ni n minus 1. So that now here, like now, I'm having 37 plus 24 plus negative 7 plus 6 plus 18 plus 32 plus minus 5 plus 21 plus 18 plus 6. Then everything I divide by how much? 10. My n is 10, clear. When I count the expected returns of F, S is F or S now. I'll have 32 plus 29 plus negative 12 plus 1 plus 15 plus 30 plus 0 plus 18 plus 27 plus 10. And everything I divide by what? 8 by 10. Color 15. Yeah, 15. Right. We can get the covariance. And how do we get the standard deviation, by the way? Check the covariance. Covariance of Fs would be return F ya kwanza ni 37 minus 15. Hiyo ingine ni 32, right? Minus 15 plus the second one is 24 minus 15. Na ingine ni 29 minus 15 plus uendelee nazo hivyo zote. Ndio. Alafu hiyo answer yako yenye utapata divide by what? Ni n minus 1. So do all of them, then your answer divide by 9. Right? Alright. What of the standard deviation of S of F? Square root of square root of the summation. Very appreciate so summation of the returns of F minus expected returns of F, right? Squared, then I divide by what? N minus 1. Yeah. So that I'll have, so I'll now be taking for F. Return your father 37 minus 15 squared plus the 24 minus 15 squared plus the 30 minus 7 minus 15 squared. Then everything I divide by 9 and I get the square root. I divide by 9, n minus 1, 10 minus 1, and I get its square root. Then maybe, because I know that one will finish, what of the portfolio risk? Just remind ourselves. Portfolio risk equals to standard deviation of the portfolio. Looking at part 2. What are the weights? Assume hakuna assumption umetuambia. Okay, unassume that. Hii hata siku assume amekwambia kutumia equal weightings. Equal weightings updates ni mbili 0.5 0.5. So weight 0.5, so we are having this square root of weight of m squared times translation squared of m plus weight of s squared and translation squared of s plus 2 times weight of m times weight of times covariance of what? Ls. Na si covariance tutaposhapata huko. The total weight is always 1. The total of the weights. Ni kama total ya probability. Total yake lazima ikuwe 1. Sasa
ako ba ito?
0.5. The total of the weights. Total of weight of F plus weight of S 1. So kama ni equal weightings, ni half a half. Yeah. So weight of F will be 0.5. Weight of S is also 0.5. Standard deviation itakuwa umezipata. Great. We can have some breather. We see each other at around 8:30, 8:45. We talk about mergers.